Hey, you're gonna follow us around today. We're gonna run some errands all in the Summerlin area. So if you're thinking about moving here to Summerlin, Las Vegas, this video is gonna cover the cost of living. So today, Leo and I, we're starting our day off over at Starbucks. We got a couple of drinks. Started off at about $8 or so. We're gonna run some errands. You guys are gonna tag along. And so you guys can keep up. We're gonna tally up our expenses for the entire day at the bottom of the screen. So stay tuned and let's go. All right, first up, we need to get some groceries. So there's a lot of grocery stores here in Vegas that you can choose from. We have Smith's, you have Albertsons, Sprouts, Trader Joe's. Me personally, I like to shop at Whole Foods. So we're going to hopefully not get hit by this car. And we're gonna head over to Whole Foods right now just so you guys get an idea of some of the prices of some produce and some groceries. So stay tuned. So the cool thing about Vegas is that it's sort of on a grid to where a lot of the streets in the city run from one end to the other. So you could take some literally streets from the south end of town almost all the way to the north end of town. And a lot of places you can literally describe by cross streets. So right now we're on Hualapai and Flamingo. We're headed up towards Whole Foods in Summerlin, but a lot of people in Las Vegas, you can tell where someone lives literally by their cross streets. So it's very easy to understand where you live, how to get around town when you relocate and move here. A lot easier than a lot of other cities. Now, as far as traffic, morning traffic, I would say it's not too bad, but I would, for a lot of you that are moving from California, you're used to the hour drives. I think for the most part, you can get around town in probably 20 to 30 minutes. If there is traffic, maybe you can add another, 15, 20 minutes, depending on what part of town you're trying to get to. But there are a lot of side streets that you can use to get around and avoid a lot of the bumper to bumper traffic. As far as highways, we have the 215 freeway, which connects basically the west part of town and the east. So it's kind of like a big loop going around the city. And then you have the 15, which goes north and south. Kind of cuts the city in half in a way to where you have the west side of town, which is west of the strip, and the strip is actually east of the 15. And then you also have the 95, which is more on the eastern part of town. Again, it kind of loops back around to bring you to the Spaghetti Bowl, which is north of the strip, and that's kind of where all the highways interconnect with each other. So getting around Vegas, it's not that difficult. You only have a few freeways to think about and to get around. It's not like LA where you've got multiple highways that you're gonna get on and get off and get back on to get to your destination. So when I first moved here, it was a little intimidating coming from Hawaii, but I would say, just getting lost within probably a week's worth of time, you really start to get a good idea of how to get around Vegas. If you don't want to drive to get around town, you got the Unicycle right here, only in Las Vegas. Look at this dude. That's crazy. All right, so here we are. We're rolling up to Whole Foods in the shopping mall. You've got Pier 1 going out of business. You got a Barnes & Noble and our destination. Let's roll in here and get some shopping done. So some of the basic essentials that I feel a lot of people will purchase is milk. So we've got a gallon of milk for $3.69. We have eggs for $3.99, a dozen of eggs. We have a loaf of bread for $6.99. Kashi cereal for $4.99. Organic ground turkey, you're looking at $9.99. As we head over to the produce section, we have bananas for 69 cents a pound. We also have some red apples for $1.49 a pound. We have a case of water for $6.49. We have a frozen pizza, Whole Foods brand for $4.99. And for those of you that are relocating here to Vegas, the sales tax here is 8.38%. So you're looking at a grand total of our Whole Foods excursion today of about $47, including tax. So the shopping today was for an individual like myself. I'm shopping for one, but obviously if you guys have a family, there is a Costco just a few miles down the road. So if you want to go there, buy in bulk, you can certainly do that. And there's also some other grocery stores like I had mentioned earlier, like a Sprouts, Albertsons, Smith's. Prices might be a little cheaper there. So just depending on what you're comfortable with, what you're used to shopping for, you do have some options available for you. Right now we're in Boca Park, lots of shopping, lots of food. We're gonna go eat at Kona Grill. So we'll take you guys on a quick little lunch break with us. It's 12:25 and it's 92 degrees. So we're wrapping up lunch. Spicy shrimp tempura, $15. Kona sliders, $16. Poke bowl, $18. And a miso soup, $8. Our grand total with tax is $61.77 for our lunch here at Kona Grill. All right, we just wrapped up lunch. And a cool thing about Boca Park, when you do relocate here, is they have a living spaces store, which has tons of furniture, pretty reasonable prices. And now we're gonna go to a gas station so we can show you some gas prices here in Vegas. All right, we're here at a Shell gas station so you can take a look at gas prices. So Leo, flip the camera around so we can show the people. Got your 87 grade at $2.72, 89 at $2.96, and if you have to put in 91 like myself, you're at $3.20 a gallon. So I have seen some articles online that says Nevada and Las Vegas has fairly high gas prices. I think we were ranked 5th in the country, but you know, relatively speaking, wherever you're coming from, I mean, you know, if you're coming from California or Washington, I mean, I think sometimes they do have higher prices. So I think reasonably speaking, my car takes about 20 gallons or so. And I mean, I fill it up right now, maybe 50, 60 bucks about once a week. So just depending on how much you drive will determine obviously how much you're going to be spending for your gas every month. Last but not least, we're going to talk about rental prices and housing prices. So the average rent for a 1-bedroom apartment is about $11.90 a month. The US average is about $930 a month. Now a 2-bedroom here in Summerlin is $1,470 a month, compared to the US average, which is $1,148 a month. Now, if you have a family and you're looking for at least a 3-bedroom, you're gonna be looking at $2,130 a month, compared to the US average of $1,537 a month. So you can see overall, rental prices here in Summerlin are a little higher than the US average. Look at all the amenities that we showed you today. So there's a lot of things that you do get by living in Summerlin. Now, according to bestplaces.net, the median home price in Summerlin is about $420,000, compared to the rest of the United States of about $231,000. But the cool thing about living in Summerlin is that here in Nevada, we do have a lot of first-time homebuyer programs. So one of the most popular programs requires a 640 credit score, and you have to make less than $98,500 a year. You can actually get up to $20,000 in down payment funds to purchase a home. So a lot of our clients that are relocating here or they're first-time home buyers, there are these types of programs with the communities and with our mortgage company at Loan Depot that we can help you get into a home with very little money out of pocket. Interest rates right now are extremely low. If you thought about buying, I think right now is an amazing time to purchase. we've been able to get some clients of ours into the 2% range on a 30-year fixed loan. So if you guys are shopping around and you're looking at your comparable rent to what a potential mortgage could be, it might be more beneficial to purchase, especially if you know that you're going to be in Vegas for an extended period of time. Now's a great time to become a homeowner, take advantage of the low rates, take advantage of these first-time buyer programs that we do have here in Nevada. All of those programs put together, I think it's an amazing opportunity to build some wealth for you and your family and make Las Vegas your new home. So if you're thinking of moving here to Summerlin, we hope this video helps you get a better understanding of the cost of living here in town. And if you did like it, hit the bell, comment, subscribe, let us know, give us some feedback. We're going to be covering more parts of the city to give you more information all about Las Vegas, and hopefully you guys can now call Vegas your new home, and we look forward to seeing you on the next one.